Hello everyone! So today we're gonna learn how to create a gig in Fiverr with Filmora and Canva. Let's go over them step by step. First, we're gonna talk about Canva and how you can create videos there. Then we're gonna talk about Filmora. And finally, we're gonna go over how to start a gig in Fiverr. So let's get started. There are actually many types of videos you can offer your clients, but in today's tutorial, we're going to set an example, just a simple example, and that is to create a promotional video. So here on our homepage, we're going to click on the Create a Design button right here, and then we're going to click on Custom Size. And this is where you input your desired resolution, especially when you start receiving orders. Your client would probably give you a specific dimension they'd like you to create, so you have to input that there. But in this example, I'm going to create a square one so that it would be easier to view or watch on other social media platforms such as Instagram or Facebook, etc. So I'm going to type in here 1080 by 1080. That should be good enough. And then we're going to click on Create New Design. So let's start designing. By the way, in case you'd like to use some of your own materials or the materials or media that your client provides you, you have to upload them first by going to the upload section right here and by clicking on upload files. Once your files are uploaded, you can drag them into place and position them however you want. So let's start creating a very simple promotional video right here. We're going to start with the background. You can actually just choose to use an image for your background, but in this case, we're going to use a simple solid color background. And then we're going to add some elements. Oh, we're going to have to replace this one. Send it backwards and position it properly. Now let's add a text. Let's go to the text button here and find some text that'll fit here. Let's change its color. Send it backwards. Basically, we're just going to keep on copying it. Okay, let's add some animated effects to our elements. So we're gonna click on this element. We're gonna click on animate. We can also add some animated effects to our text. So let's click on animate and choose the perfect animation effect. Let's try to add this drip effect to all of the text. And then we're going to click on this so that we can enter our timeline right here. And then we can actually change how long we'd like this clip to be. Perhaps 5 seconds is enough, or maybe we could turn it into 2.5 seconds. And then we're gonna add another page right here by clicking this button. Let's try to go to Pexels, Pixabay, to see if we can find something. Let's try to add this one here just as an example. And then we're gonna add texts and change its animated effect to something else. We're gonna position that there. And then we can also add some transitions here. And let's try to adjust their duration. And then let's try to play it. Okay, now we're going to download it by clicking on the share button above. Go to download, select MP4, adjust the other download settings according to your preference, and select the number of pages you'd like to download. And then finally, click on download. Okay, now we're going to open Filmora, but in case you don't have it installed on your computer yet, just do a quick Google search and type in Filmora. Click on this link, and it'll redirect you to their website. There's an option for you to download the free version, but you can also purchase it if you want to. The free version unfortunately has a huge watermark on it when you export your video. So in order to get rid of the enormous watermark, you're gonna need to buy Filmora or subscribe to a plan. Once it's downloaded, install it on your PC, and it can take several minutes. Wait for it to finish installing, then open it to use it. Once you open Filmora, this is something you'll see. Click on New Project to start your new video project. And this is what Filmora looks like. Before we add our media here, it's important to adjust your project settings dimensions. In this case, the video we created on Canva is 1080 by 1080 pixels, which is a square. So we need to make sure that the video we're going to create here on Filmora would also have the same dimension. To do that, we're going to go to File right here above, go to Project Settings right here, and then adjust the aspect ratio. We have Instagram, portrait. These are presets, but you can always go for the custom ones in case you can't find what you're looking for here. In my case, I'm going to go with Instagram, which fits the dimensions that I created earlier, which is 1080 by 1080. Check the other settings as well. And once everything's all right, click OK. To import your media, click here and select the file that we downloaded earlier. Your media files will go here. In case you'd like to add more, click on this plus button. Your media files will go here. To add a video to the timeline, drag your desired clip to the video track timeline. So in this case, this one, we're going to drag it over here. And there it is. You can do the same thing if you want to add an audio to the timeline. Audio files go into the audio track. If you want to trim your clip, click and drag its edges. Like this, for example. Filmora is quite easy to use, and it's pretty straightforward. You can easily see the tools right here. They've got stock media, audio, titles, transitions, effects, stickers, as well as templates. Once you're done editing your video here, go to Export right here. By the way, you won't be able to export your file unless you log in or sign up, so go ahead and do that first. Once you're logged in, click on Export, give it a name, select your desired destination, and check or tweak other settings according to your preference. Then click on Export. Unfortunately, we're not subscribed to their plan, so we're just going to export it with a watermark for now, since this is just an example tutorial. So basically, we're just going to wait for it to finish. And this is our video. Just very simple, just to show you something to work with. Now let's talk about Fiverr. You're gonna need a Fiverr account to start a gig. If you have one, great. All you have to do is just log in. If you don't have an account yet, then no worries, because you can create one. So to be able to do that, of course, you're gonna have to go to Fiverr.com, and you'll be able to see this. Click on Join, and this will pop up. Enter your email address here, or you can actually continue by using your Facebook, Google, or Apple account. By joining, you agree to receive emails from Fiverr. If you're all right with that, then go ahead and click on Continue. Next, you have to choose a username and password. And then once you do that, click on Join. And by the way, once you're logged in, open your email first, because Fiverr will send you an activation link. If you don't click on that, you won't be able to successfully activate your Fiverr account. So go to your email first, and then click on their activation link. After that, click on your profile, which is located right over here, and then from the drop-down, click on Become a Seller. So you'll be routed to this page. You have to input your personal information, professional information, linked accounts, and account security as well, such as your email or phone number. By the way, you have to input as much information as possible to reach about 65% of your completion rate. If you don't reach 65%, you're unfortunately not going to be able to go through and start your gig. So here are some examples of very important information you could provide in order to increase your completion rate. So you can confirm your phone number, provide your education details, provide your certifications, add your personal website if you have one. And once you fill everything in, or you reach the required completion rate, you'll receive this notification right here saying your seller profile is all set. That means you can finally start your gig. So click on Done. And in order to start your gig, you're gonna have to fill in some details right here. So this is where you put your gig title. Say, for example, I will create a promotional video for you. And then here you can select the category of your gig as well as a subcategory if you have one. This is where you input your search tags. They're quite important because they help clients or customers find you. Once that's done, click on Save and Continue. Scope and pricing. So this is where you price your service. Description. This is where you briefly describe your gig. And upgrades. In case you want to offer service upgrades, you can do that. If you can't find what you want to include over here, you can add your very own by clicking on this Add Gig Extra right here. Once that's done, click on Save and Continue. And here you can also put some frequently asked questions so that your buyers would be well informed. They won't have to contact you all the time to ask about repetitive questions. You can answer their most common questions right here. Once that's done, click on Save and Continue. So now we're on step number 4, which is the requirements. So get all the information you need from buyers to get started. So in case you'd like to collect some useful information from your buyers before you actually start accepting their orders or processing their orders, then you can use this one. For example, is this order for personal use, business use, or a side project? Which industry do you work in? What are you looking to achieve with this order? So these are just some examples. You can actually create one your own by clicking on this Add New Question button. Click Save and Continue once you're done. So this is step number 5, gallery. So this is where you showcase your past projects or other samples that your customers can see. You can submit only one video. You can submit up to 3 audio files, as well as images. You can upload up to 3 images. And then for documents, you can upload at least 2. Once all of that's done, click on Save and Continue. And basically, the last page is just the final page where you get to finally publish your gig. I didn't include that here because I did not want to accidentally publish my gig. So yeah, basically that's it. So that's how you sign up for Fiverr and start your first gig. And that's also it for today. We hope you found today's video of help. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.